So last time I said I had a few goodies turning up, and the shocks have finally arrived after about an 8-month wait. Valved and sprung to suit me. A little bit longer than the Hagens that were on there, as they were a little bit too short anyway. Nothing really wrong with the Hagens, but they are a cheap shock, whereas these ones being valved and sprung to suit should offer a considerable difference in the handling on the bike. Also, they have adjustable damping, and if I so desire, there's another 10 mils length that they can be adjusted for. Single most expensive for the purchase for the bike so far, TT Industries Gearbox, built in Nelson, shipped all around the world, and highly recommended by someone else that I know. Nothing inherently wrong with the 4-speed if all I was doing is riding around on the road. Geared for around the 60 mile an hour mark. First gear is just a little bit too tall, just got to slip the clutch very slightly taking off. And there is a big gap between the gear ratios. The 5-speed should make that so much better. I did look at the Nova 5-speed as well. That does require rebuilding into your own gearbox casing, whereas the TT Industries comes all brand new, one hit, bolted in and go. It did take me about a month to decide on pushing the button on buying that one, coming to some money that I wasn't really expecting. Otherwise, there's probably no way I've already got it. Alton generator from France. I think they're about double the output of the standard one, and also weigh a lot less. Going from 6 volt positive earth to 12 volt negative. It'll give me a bit of excess power, which I'll be able to run a few other things, heated handlebars, GPS, really whatever I want. 12 volt bulbs are a lot easier to source if you're out somewhere and manage to stuff one, not that it really happens that often. Bob Newby belt drive kit, probably didn't really need that, but I've always liked to look at the belt drives on the race bikes, and it was just about a wank value that I really had to have. I did have a four spring clutch in it, and once that was set up, and especially with the SRM billet pressure plate on it, it was actually an extremely good clutch. They do run wet, whereas the belt drive will run dry, so that will eliminate one more oil leak, and British bikes are known for having a few of them. So I'll probably be bolting the gearbox into it shortly, and I've got a bit of work to do on the back end of the bike, changing a few things around there from what the standard A10 would have had, which should also make it a bit of a better bike. And also I'll probably have a look at a few of the fasteners that I'm using, not sticking to what they came factory with the Whitworth threads, not because I think they're crap or anything, but I just think there's actually better options. So we'll get onto that in another few days or a week or so, and then we'll also look at the QD rear hub and what I'm doing with that.